fucked
and
right now.
it's like the laugh of somebody who just made you really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But then tries to overcorrect by saying, "Oh, I'm just going to laugh at it."
Yes.
And then that's somehow going to make it better that I just like, stepped on your foot or like ran into your car.
Yes.
Right. That's like the laugh of the Kamala Harris. It's like the
or
person
bankrupted the country.
Yeah. Or bankrupted the country.
Yeah.
All shapes and sizes of problems.
Open
but
the
it's
border and flood it.
Yeah.
Right,
It reminds me like I think I've caused one car accident in my life. I was like 16.
Yeah.
And it was late. It was dark. It was really like it had been raining.
Sure.
And so I like a fender bender. Ran into this elderly couple, probably going 5 miles per hour.
Right.
And then I get out of the car and I'm like, ha ha ha, like trying to, it's okay, guys, we're all fine.
Yeah.
That's the Kamala Harris laugh.
To me,
it's the laugh of somebody who just ran into your car and is trying to make it.
Well, no,
okay.
it's also when a reporter asks her a question, it's a substitute teacher giving you homework, and the class is going, "We don't want this.
Oh no,
why are you doing it? You don't want to do it. We don't want you to do it.
That's exactly right.
Play the video.
Yeah.
Let's not do it."
That's right. Let's just watch where the red fern grows rather than read the book.
We didn't hear from Kamala for 4 years. She was not a vocal vice president.
That's right.
We barely heard from Biden. We didn't really hear from Kamala. Biden had a very tough debate performance. He was replaced in a way that's I liken it to somebody knocked on his door.
A threat to democracy,
right?
Maybe just to throw.
2 a.m. They knock on his door, and he has a sleeping cap on, and he opens it with a candle, and it's Pelosi and Obama. I think this is what I imagine happens, and he opens it up, and then they go, "You're out," and she'll invoke the 25th. And
this looks good, dude. I like this position a lot. Holy,
like the Joker.
This is a
and
good
now
position.
she's the nominee.
That's basically how I imagine it too.
Yeah.
It's man, I honestly think Biden is pissed off about it.
He seems angry.
There are all of these weird little ways.
He's wearing Trump hats.
He wears a Trump hat at the firefighter event. He does this thing where a couple weeks ago she was starting one of her big rallies, and he decides to have a press conference 30 seconds into it, right? So they're all watching Joe Biden and not Kamala Harris, or he'll say something nice here and there about Donald Trump. Yeah, it would not shock me if Joe Biden votes for Donald Trump.
I like that he's ornery.
I do too.
And he's showing his teeth a little bit. And he's having fun. Yeah, well, because he's not running anymore, and he's an older guy, but he's having fun. He's putting on the Trump hat. He's getting in little fights with people at the rallies.
Yeah, that's right. Well, President Trump said at the Al Smith dinner, he was like, when I was running against this guy, I really hated him. Yeah. Now I kind of like him.
No,
and I kind of feel like that
fun.
about Biden because the policies have been disastrous, but he has these flashes of honesty about Kamala Harris and.
Sure.
Man, you talked about, we got to go back to something.
Yeah.
You talked about Kamala Harris as like getting an assignment from the media from school.
Yeah.
There are all kinds of weird high school vibes running through the Kamala Harris campaign, right?
Yeah.
So the biggest one is, did you see this rally that she did with Liz Cheney a couple of days ago, right?
No, but I love Dick Cheney and the whole Cheney family. And to me, when I think about democracy, I personally think about Dick Cheney. He's a figure from my childhood that I love and respect. Yeah, some of the greatest years of my life, Iraq, Abu Ghraib, Dick Cheney. Shout out to Dick Cheney and Liz.
If you really care about human rights and democracy, Dick Cheney,
nobody
he's
better.
Your guy, definitely.
He's the guy.
So they do this event with Liz. Yeah, I thought maybe you were saying that because you didn't want to have a drone land on your house, but all shapes and sizes. Yeah. Okay, so they're doing this event, and Kamala Harris gives the affect of a vice president who's just called the troublesome kid into her office, right? It's like, you shouldn't be laughing at Donald Trump.
Right.
You shouldn't think that he's funny. Yeah. And man,
this is very
gone
tricky,
when you have
but
somebody wagging their finger at the American people, telling them not to laugh when somebody makes a joke. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
About?
I think I've got
Their
something
whole
here.
Campaign, man. Their whole
I
campaign
must have
has
something.
become so dull and so boring. But I think it's because of what you said. They're not having fun anymore.
Right, but a lot of people are warning that this will be the final election and there will be no more democracy. If you and Trump are elected, there'll be no more democracy. It'll be the final election. And these are good people. This is Goldman Sachs. This is the Cheney family. This is, a lot of defense contractors. So
the people with the best interests of the American people at heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
the people who really
this
keep
check.
the American social
how do you
fabric
respond
going.
to that when, when you have a multi-ethnic family and they go, you and Donald Trump are racist and hate different kinds of people because you've criticized having an open border.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help but roll my eyes at it at this
Beautiful.
point. There was probably a time, honestly, 6,
That was
7 years ago
beautiful.
where I really cared. You know, when my book came out,
Yeah.
I really cared what the media said